As second largest speaker today, I'll start with a drama, which is quite easy because fish is actually dying around Copenhagen and around Denmark. And the sea is in a very, very, very bad, poor condition. So how do we prioritize our sea, and what has this to do with the wastewater treatment plant of Mosel in Greve? Mosel is 30 kilometers south of Copenhagen in Denmark. And what has this to do with urban planning? So I'm working at Kjær utility. It's a water utility in Denmark. And Kjær, I don't know exactly why it's called Kjær, but it's like 30 kilometers south of Copenhagen. I'm not going to go into details about why the fish is dying, but I'll send a link that you can watch David Attenborough's movie. And I'm not going to go, I have two very, very boring slides, and this is the first. Are you ready? I'm not going to go into details about this graph as well, but there is a message from Howard Dryden, who is a marine biologist and has been working with this for like more than 40 years. And his message is we need to clean every inlet to the sea. Maybe I should call it outlet, but I call it inlet because I'm considering the sea. We're actually at a curve where we're lowering pH, and maybe a lot of you know about this. But this is a problem because when we're lowering pH in the sea, this gives the microorganisms like the plankton, the algae, very poor conditions. And they actually contribute to the CO2 uptake of the sea. And I'm not going to go into detail, but I've sent the link as well, Howard Dryden's The Challenge. And I'll really encourage you to see this small video. I think it takes like 6 minutes. Why that is a problem. But obviously it's a problem that we're losing our fish and we're lowering the pH. So the important right now is that we need to clean every inlet to the sea. In Denmark, the inlet are actually only 20 to 30% from our wastewater treatment plants. We have some very, very, very efficient wastewater treatment plants in Denmark. So the impact of the sea is like 20 to 30%. From urban areas, it's like 70 to 80%. I don't think a lot of people realize that. But now I'm into the utility, water utility. That's where we know that's the fact in Denmark. Every inlet has to be cleaned. So why don't we just do it? How can a country, we've heard a lot of nice things about Copenhagen today. Thank you. I'm quite proud of being from Copenhagen today. But we do have challenges in our sea. And I know we're pretty good at innovative and new solutions. Why don't we fix this? I mean, why are we waiting? What's the problem? And now, this is the second very boring slide today. I hope it's okay. I'm not going to go into details about the Danish legislation at this time. I hope that's okay as well. I can talk for that a long time, it is very boring. But there are 5 principles in the Danish legislations which actually prevent us from just being the first mover. We have so much technology. Come on, why are we waiting? It's hard being a water person today when the sea is so bad and has so poor conditions. So there are some principles that we have to get rid of. We learn, we have to be in the back of the classroom. We have to wait until the latest possible date and align with EU start dates. It's not fun. We want to be in the front, not in the back. Good. Now I go into the more fun slides, I hope. Okay, so we do have some great opportunities as a utility company in Denmark. Every time we renovate our plants, like our wastewater treatment plants, we can actually integrate sustainability. We can reuse what can be reused, buildings, tanks, raw materials. We only need to build new if it's necessary, and we can renovate if that's necessary. That is a great gift. We can think in climate adaptation of the nearby residential areas if it's possible or if it's necessary. We have hydrologists, of course, calculating. We need some volume. And we're actually also able to test new technologies. I have my colleague sitting up here, which has a cleaning unit which can actually clean rainwater. And we can also create new urban spaces. And I guess that's why I'm invited. Thanks. So that was just a background. Why am I here as a utility company? That's because we actually have this gift, we have this possibility, which is really unique. So the story today now that I'll speak about is we renovate a wastewater treatment plant. But at the same time, we do climate adaptation and make a recreational park. And we also make learning path, interactive learning path. We use the historical buildings. We make the historical buildings as a recreation area and use that as a playground. We make an urban space. So this is the wastewater treatment plant today, or it looks a bit different now because we're in the middle of the construction, so it looks quite wild right now. But this is what it looked like 1 year ago when we started the construction. You can see there are a lot of tanks. It looks like one big mess, very boring wastewater treatment plant. And this is what it's going to be like when it's a climate park. I know I have not shown the interactive learning path, but what you can see, I'm going to slide back here, it will change quite a bit. We will take down some of the old tanks, and then we will build some new tanks. But also, as you can see, we will put on covers, lids on the tank, which will remove the smell from the wastewater treatment plant, and it will remove the genes from the seagulls. There are a lot of seagulls down there. So we will cover the tanks with lids, and by doing so, we can remove the greenhouse gases as well, and we can make it safe for the public to enter the area. So we have a lake, we have like a stream. You will be able to walk down to the stream and to the lake. You can see it's not as accessible today. There are fences. When you walk around the path, there is a path down there. You can't really see that there is a stream, and you can't see that there is a wastewater treatment plant. But we're removing the fence. Maybe there won't be a fence. I don't know, I hope not. But we will have full access to the water, and we've known by today that it's important for people that we have access to water. We can consider water, we can look. We're living close to a waterfront somehow. So what we do is we create an area with a lot of technical installations and knowledge. And the effect will be that we create new communities and a park for citizens of all ages and all situations. And as we were told earlier today, these solutions doesn't have to be expensive or difficult. We heard very good solutions made on only 45 minutes. This is quite simple as well, like stepping stones, just access to the rainwater. We will tell the story about something, he's called Mosed Hans, he's from Mosed. I think he's something like Robin Hood. He's an outlaw who lived 350 years ago in Greve. We'll tell the story about him. We will tell, of course, we're from Denmark, we'll tell about the Vikings, because Mosed wastewater treatment plant is right in the middle of an old fjord where the Vikings used to sail to the village. And also, as I told earlier, we have a tank which looked like this at the top of the top picture. The tank looked like this, or it is the tank up there I'm talking about. But there is a neighbor settlement tank next to it, and it looks like this today. We remove the water, and we make it look, we store the tank itself. I was told it looked like the ship from Star Wars, right? Do you know that? Okay, but we will remove the water, clean the tank, and then we hope to get a trawl in the tank to make sure that people come visit us. I don't know if you know the Danish artist Thomas Tambo, but I really, really hope he'll come and build a trawl for us. So we hope that the climate park will look like this once. Maybe the trawl will get smaller. So because we would like to invite citizens to come back and use it regularly, use our climate park regularly. So we're looking forward to see you in Mosel Climate Park when we're finished in 28.